And on that, the clerk has listed the following deputies: Doherty, Tobin, Matthews, Conway, Welsh, McSherry, Sherlock, Durkin, Boyd, Barrett, in that order, according to the clerk's note. Before I call on Deputy Doherty, can you tell me, Mr. Conlon, why is it that we just received the opening statement and report at 9:15 this morning and not earlier, as is usual?
Yeah, I'd like to apologise for the lateness of the submission of both my opening statement and the review that I completed and gave to the Minister late yesterday. I wanted to ensure that you got both documents together rather than one after the other. I acknowledge that it's discussed this yourselves that it only came this morning, but the reason I only came this morning was because I only gave the report or the review to the Minister late last evening. And is it a fact then that you had to give it to the Minister first? He requested the report from me. But why would you give it to him first? Well, he requested. Was he going to adjust had he intentions to adjust some part of the report? No. Because that's not usual. When you're appearing before an Oireachtas committee, you should deliver the reports and paperwork to the committee clerk and secretariat the evening before. I acknowledge that. I ask you to take a note of that for the future. I acknowledge that and I apologise. Deputy Doherty.
Thanks. Just following up on that, when you furnished the report to the Minister, did you do it in a meeting?
I sent it to him by email and I had a telephone discussion with him before I sent it.
Has he accepted the report, or has he suggested that you carry out any additional work on the back of what he's read?
He's accepted the report.
So that's it? Okay. Do you accept that at a cost of €336,000 that the bike shed was a waste of taxpayers' money?
I accept that is a very high cost for delivery of a covered bicycle shelter where it is. In terms of the cost of the project, I've set out what drove the cost in my review, Deputy. It was conservation-led. It was procured in a certain way. It had materials which were in concert or in keeping with the environment around it. So in that context, the costs were driven by the design and driven by the aspects of where it was located. And from that perspective, it is a very expensive shelter. I do accept that. But it was procured in a way that was competitive. It was procured in a way that was cost competitive. But the design and conservation drove the cost to the level at that. And as I've acknowledged in my report, it is a very, very expensive cost for a bike shelter in that context. So
thank you.
Accept that.